The headlines the following day were not about the game. It was shock news of Roy Keane's reluctance to commit himself to signing a new contract when his current deal with United expires in the summer.
The club made a fantastic offer to me, but I just felt I wasn't 100% sure what to do, and the best thing was to sit back, get the season under my belt and sit down with the club again, and it's as simple as that. And as I said, unfortunately I can't stop the rumours or stories going around, but there's no hidden agendas with me. It's just I want to concentrate this year on playing for United and take stock and look at the end of the season.
Somebody asked me, well, is he one of the best players in the world? I said, I think he is.
That's the assessment of Roy's international manager Mick McCarthy, and few would disagree. His roots are in the deep south of Ireland, a rough diamond dug up from the suburbs of Cork. A quiet fishing village where the blarney is always great. In local folklore, the most told story is of the legend, Roy of the Ramblers.
He could be defending a corner, and split seconds he was on the other end above, giving the killer pass for the goal that would win us the youth games.
He was the only player I knew growing up that actually used to write the clubs cross-channel looking for trials, whereas most other people I knew were actually waiting for the scouts to come knocking on their door.
Same accent, same haircut. Jamie Cullimore still plays for Cobh Ramblers and works for the post office. He could have been Roy Keane.
I was told before the game that there was Nottingham Forest scout had come to watch me, so that didn't do too well for my nerves that day, and I didn't perform that well. But the same day Roy had a blinder, and the scout eventually ended up asking him would he go over on trial to Nottingham Forest. That was the start of the Roy Keane story.
Roy still sneaks back to see the Ramblers. The name Keane is still on the team sheet. Younger brother Pat plays for the promotion chasers.
Last April we were playing Kilkenny and Roy was in the ground. Like, no one knew he was coming because, obviously if that word got out, he'd be surrounded. But he just turned up the gate and watched the match.
It means a lot to them now. It certainly does. I think when you get somebody like Roy from an area, it gives something else to be proud in. And I think if you go down to Cork and Cobh, which I think you are, you'll find there are just as many Manchester United shirts down there as there are anywhere else in the world now.
If nightmare became reality and Roy did leave Manchester United, it would hit no fan base more than his own community.
Man United won't be Man United without Roy Keane.
He's seeing through his contract and we believe he's not putting any pressure on them, and I think Martin Edwards owes it to him.
What I would be concerned about is that somebody is going to put such an offer in front of him from Italy or Spain that how can he turn it down?
If teams come in from different countries, I will look at the different lifestyles, and as I said, they're the things that probably wouldn't appeal to me, whereas the football side of things, yeah, maybe I would like a challenge somewhere else. But again, if we can do well this season, I might think, well, this is the place for me to be, because, as I said, I'm on about challenges, but again, there's no greater challenge to stay at United and, again, to hopefully do well in Europe for a couple of years. It's okay, we won a few championships here, but it would be nice to dominate Europe like, the great teams of Milan and Ajax and teams like that.
Of course, Roy could go for free, and that's where the Ramblers would feel rare empathy with Manchester United over the injustice. They were so delighted at receiving £47,000 themselves for him, they forgot to insist on a sell-on clause when they let him go to Nottingham Forest.
We didn't have any agreement on that. Unfortunately, looking back on it, we could say at this stage that we slipped up on that one.
What about if he goes to Juventus? 5% of 10 million, 15 million, 20 million.
That's the way it goes.
You speak any languages? Just a bit of Irish, but I don't fancy going back to the League of Ireland, not quite yet anyway.
Fingers crossed, the only time he'll go abroad is when he makes those nostalgic trips back to Ireland. Maybe the Ramblers will be his next move when Roy's glorious United career ends.